all sorts of various different things to get better at games, to be able to still maintain a healthy lifestyle while playing games, and all sorts of different things that they do. When things kind of settle down around the world, they do have physical in-person like summer camps, and of course for right now they've moved it online, so we're doing those Twitch streams. They've done I know I've seen League of Legends, I've seen Fortnite. They're gonna have some Valorant camps coming up, so make sure you get yourself in, head on over to their website, check them out, and see what kinds of things you can learn.
I appreciate that spiel very much, and appreciate esports camps for sponsoring this cup, giving the players something to play for. It's much harder to get people to play a tournament without any money on the line, even though it is just $100 for 5 people to split. That is enough reason to take it seriously, and enough reason.
Hey, that's a couple meals.
Totally. And here we go. Fight is underway. It looks like a B split. Raze is already waiting in hookah, so they're going to time this to try to take advantage of that. But wow, look at that. 2 people in hookah actually take down 3 people attacking. So it is 4 versus, excuse me, before I can even say 4 versus 2, it's a 3 versus 2. And I do notice Viper is actually in play here by Vipe. So that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it nice and easy to refer to them, because you can just call them by their name or their character.
Vipe the Viper. So Vipe was playing Jet in the previous games. They played both of their games on Split in this cup so far. And right now, off to a hot start for Joe Biden Esports. And washed up, made up of basically pros from several other FPS and Battle Royale games. Grimmy Bear, Vetor, Midnight, PFIT, Bohan. Midnight and Bohan specifically, I commentated years ago playing Overwatch in the top scene. I believe Midnight was on Rise Nation. Bohan played for a few different teams. Grimmy Bear, I believe, is an H1 pro and streamer for a long time before all the other, you know, he basically played every BR since then. And these guys are just FPS tryhards. Every time a new title comes out, they try their hardest.
And, well, it's shown thus far. They definitely have had some strong with Valorant. It'll be interesting to see if they
what is
do
this
kind of...
I just don't know what they're doing here. Is it a bait? I mean, it's still time working against them. Obviously, it's a pistol round versus SMGs, so maybe just trying the crouching tiger hidden dragon technique, hopefully baiting someone toward them.
I wonder if they're doing this to try and, because you see Sage making this rotation.
That's true.
Maybe this is actually, they're staying back saying, okay, let them make rotations, because they can't find us, they don't know where we are, they're gonna, and then we can pick them off while they're trying to move, as opposed to just letting them sit still and just have all these angles held on. That's the only thing I can really think of. But right now it's working as they push onto A.
Certainly taking advantage of the surprise attack there. Vetor getting both kills. Actually, I didn't even realize Phoenix was close enough to be taken down, but it is a 5v3 situation, and I'm realizing last time they lost 3 in hookah, so the hookah players did not want to push out. Oh, I muted just the Tasty Bacon. Sorry about that. I was mashing some camera buttons earlier, I suppose, but the stream still heard me. Either way, the surprise attack pays off, and there you go. Vetor getting it 3 for himself. They only lost 1 player across that whole round. I realize it's because hookah, last time they pushed hookah and lost 3, so we knew the defending hookah players were not going to push out. And this paid off, basically, just burning 45-ish seconds off the clock to push all through Bath. Some people call that showers. Obviously, on the map itself, it's called Bath. But I guess early streamers during the alpha boot camp and stuff, they were all calling it showers. My buddies and I have been calling it saunas and spa and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, that's one of the things about early on in a game's life. A lot of these areas have some different names that everyone just calls them.
So C Long actually being approached for the first time. They do have a Sova watching that angle. No, actually Sova was inside hookah, so now Sova has backed up to try to watch that angle. Still not being too aggressive, kind of a slow and steady, and this was Washed Up's map selection and side selection here, so they wanted to attack here first.
Hear the sounds of a couple of abilities getting used, but thus far, again, playing it very slow, very patiently.
Ooh, Sage P-Fit actually getting flashed, but still gets the kill through it. There's another player over at U-Haul with that strategically placed Sage wall to try to shoot through it, but not walk through it. And P-Fit gonna heal himself. They make their move over on site B at the same time. Coil strapped inside the smoke, and as he walked out, he got eliminated. Rough stuff there. Also, we'll note these character switches here in just a moment, but HNS with the shotgun able to keep defense in it. However, P-Fit finds another kill. Vipe gets the wallbang with the Sheriff, keeping it close still, but the spike is planted, so the onus is on the defenders. See if I can find one of them. HNS still with that Bucky, not attempting to defuse just yet. Oh, nails Vetor in the face.
For Vetor, that's again one of those the real frustrating things in Valorant. You get killed, ability just happened there, but now can they get this clutch?
The beeping is way too fast to defuse. He was trying to get that last kill at least, but Vipe goes down. Gurney hops through the teleporter and saves his own skin there and the Vandal that he had equipped. Very good stuff here from Washed Up after losing the pistol round, taking 2 straight here against Joe Biden Esports. That was a hectic round. Do want to point out Coil previously was playing Brimstone on Split. HNS sticking with the Raze. Vipe was Jet previously. Magic on the Phoenix. This is actually the first time I've seen Magic on anything but Cypher or Viper. And Reddit Memer, of course, sticking to that Sage. Sage is essentially a 100% pick rate in every competitive game I've cast, including the 10.5 hours of the all-mid Valorant Open.
Yeah, I think Sage just having the ability to wall off an area. The slow is very powerful, although it did get tweaked a bit in this update today. But then also just being able to revive someone as your ultimate is just can be so useful. We haven't really seen it be. We've seen a couple times today where the revive happens and the person who gets revived just gets immediately killed because they're being watched anyway. But when you can kind of change the numbers game up, it can be such a useful tool. So I fully expect to see Sage in just about every competitive game, as we've already been seeing.
The final hero swap, agent swap, is actually Midnight. He was playing Breach on Haven previously, now on the Sova. Okay, Sova and Cypher, 2 vision givers here. Molly out from Vetor. Magic taking down Grimmy Bear, the attacker. Suddenly a 5v4 situation. Spike getting planted in the Brimstone smoke. Usually a solid move. Sage can usually wall to try and help that out, but Vipe gets the kill before the spike is fully planted, so that is a tough situation now for the attackers. They still managed to even it up there with some quick kills.
And Bohan able to find one here in the... Oh, never mind. Gets taken out. But he was actually making some nice moves there on that sort of little cubby area.
Ooh, risky res from P-Fit pays off, though, as he scores a 3rd kill, and Vetor got one before going down again. So round victory once more. That's 3 in a row here for the attackers. Washed Up. Joe Biden Esports reeling a bit on the money side of things. Not able to buy anything beyond pistols and armor this round. So Washed Up definitely at an advantage here. They can go pretty much wherever they want. I do see Grimmy Bear picking up the op as Omen. Curious to see which angle he's going to take. B long, perhaps. Probably the strongest spot for it.
So with this economy round, they will be able to buy up next round. Or at least they should be. I think the 1800 might be a little bit dicey for Reddit Memer, but we'll see. Depends on how this round goes. Looks like they're pushing up B long with the spike.
Yeah, Grimmy Bear actually sold off the op, tricked me, so he ended up with a Vandal instead. But it is a B split push. Raze is watching Hookah right now. On the defense, I'll take HNSM's view because he does have that shorty. If you were ever going to get a kill, it's from this position with the shorty. Oh, he whiffs the shots. Unfortunately, Vetor swings on him and gets that frag. They're going to stomp onto B now.
Yeah, Coil with just a ghost has no chance. Gets taken out, and now the retake attempt. Reddit finds one.
Reddit Memer so tempted by the gun, does actually manage to pick it up, but immediately pays for it. Midnight watched the whole thing happen. Is this Grimmy Bear the H1 player? Yes, it is, Artigen. Actually getting some recognition. So, Bohan now in the back hall I was gonna say, about to be in a duel situation. The attacking Sova also needs to be watching the spike. They hear the defuse now.
Ultimate's ready.
Magic gets a kill, starts the defuse again. 1v1 situation. Bohan can't find it, and Magic with 4 kills that round and the defuse.
Yeah, 4 kills, and great job by faking the defuse, making a noise, so forces the opponents to peek. Because if he was trying to stick it, they would have to be able to stop it. And he gets both of them to pop their heads out, and he's able to click them and get that victory for the team.
Magic has earned his Phoenix ultimate because of that successful round. His crosshair is actually pretty interesting. It's a tiny, tiny little plus sign. Teal plus sign. Yeah. We've been kind of just looking at the different crosshairs throughout today. Vetor, I believe, was the one with the chunky yellow. No, wait. Where's the chunky yellow?
No, chunky yellow was on
Joke's over!
Yeah.
Oh, Midnight. First kill and second kill be long. That's a huge opening for the attackers. They haven't pounced on it just yet, but the defenders know that they are in trouble, so they rotate over. However, that's another thing the attackers can keep in mind. The fact that they opened up B so quickly, they can expect A to be a little bit softer. So still taking their time, not rushing things. I probably would have just hit the gas pedal personally and said go, 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 go. But they are better players than me.
Yeah, they are making, just as you called, though, they're making that rotation back to A.
Oh, you. Defenders as well.
Yep.
I'm watching
Magic.
Pfit. Oh, he gets taken down first by Magic, who already had the angle he couldn't have known. Taking out that equipment now. Spike is planted, and there are all the vision blockers to try and keep that spike. Midnight now with the 3rd kill.
Light up in heaven with the op. That's probably the best spot to be right now. Great shots by Magic. Blind firing through the...
How do they do it so consistently? They're crazy. All right, he's got to at least fake a defuse. Brimstone ult is going to prevent him from getting it.
Alright, so now it's up to Vipe to try and save this op. He's going to be able to get out to a distance.
Vetor cutting very close there, nearly lost his life.
Oh, Vipe!
What happened? Oh, he walked...
Vipe walked into it!
Oh, no.
He turned around and walked into the spike explosion.
But why?
That's a lot of money he just threw away.
That's... Yeah, you're not kidding. And now the attackers... that's a 4th round for them to only 2 on the defense.
So now this is a very strange round for the defenders, as Magic has an operator. And nobody else has anything more than a sheriff.
Watching Magic now. Just trying to get get mid and market under control. Bohan might actually walk into a defender moment here. He does actually have to open up, but he's got teammates with him. It's going to be Sage Wall across market there. Pfit finds the first kill, but look at that. Reddit memer jumping on a box. Able to trade that kill back.
And it's spike carrier, that's important.
Magic uses the Phoenix ultimate here, but does not have anyone to shoot at. It is a 3v3 situation. He knew exactly where Pfit was, though, because of the bullets coming through. Suddenly, 2v1 situation, but actually the defenders are very low on health. It could still be anyone's game. 8 health on HNSM.
Oh, but he's making too much noise. They know where he is. Vitor's going to be in trouble as soon as he walks around. I don't know if he knows that the Raze is on the right side of this. Oh, he's going through the teleporter.
Yeah, he's going to go through the TP, and that means Phoenixes will have to sprint back over. They will actually be able to meet him pretty soon. Raze, it would be pretty risky to jump through that TP, but would save a lot of time. So high risk, high reward. I'm going to watch Phoenix POV now. He knows exactly where the spike is. He can see the perimeter of it. But does he know where Brimstone is? Doesn't matter. As soon as he sees him, knocks his head clean off his shoulders, gets that defuse, keeps the game close here at 4-3.
Throws down the spray as well for good measure. Very close start to this game as well. Had some really, really good games here today. The Ask Joshy Site fights #1.
Heck yeah. I'm glad these teams accepted. Obviously, I got to watch Godspeed and Joe Biden Esports over the course of a bunch of games in the All-Mid Open on Monday, so I knew these guys were skilled already. And Washed Up, I've seen them play multiple games, so I knew they would bring it.
I just love how amped up everyone is to play. Like, these guys, you just mentioned, they just played a 10-hour tournament on Monday. Some of them were playing a tournament earlier today, and are just like, yeah, let's go, let's play some more. Let's just keep it going. So it's really awesome to see that enthusiasm for the game.
Totally brand new game. People have been itching for. Basically, CSGO and Overwatch are extremes. CSGO, all about clicking and tactics. I say clicking, it's obviously aim, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Overwatch is all about ability use and economy. So this has a nice blend of both. You don't have to be mastermind at either one, but you do have to have that mix. And here we have Magic finding the first kill, but the attackers are firmly on point A, trying to keep it alive. But Reddit Memer from U-Haul taking him down. 1, 2, 3, like dominoes. Suddenly, only Sova is left standing, and Vipe cleans it up. 4 defenders still standing, tying the game now, 4-4. The attackers' economy getting a bit lower this time around. They do still have enough cash to go around and get those ARs everybody's looking for, but defense now stashing some credits for themselves. That's a very strong victory after the attackers marched onto the site so quickly there, and Reddit Memer definitely taking his frags from 2 to 5 in a single round, trying to join the rest of the squad there.
Yeah, Magic currently still just leading the pack in the game, 12-4 on him. So he's been having a really good game on Phoenix.
I will say, I know that Joe Biden Esports are quote-unquote advanced ESEA, and that means something to CSGO players. I don't really know the barometer, but it is apparently impressive. These guys actually have been playing together in CSGO for a long time. While the rest of Washed Up on the other side played a variety of FPS Battle Royales. HNS though, getting on the board with the AWP. Haven't seen him using it at all today.
Nice couple of wall bangs coming through there. As HNS got that kill with the AWP, but there was, he saw as soon as he got the kill, saw multiple people coming through hookah behind him, so he had to jump. No, teleporter was just used, but they heard it. They're right out there.
Yeah, this is such a weird spot to be in, stuck in the teleporter when you know people are out there, but they try to cover both angles. You can see the Sage peek out from Market. Reddit Memer finding 2 before the teleporter even comes into play. And that's another 3-kill round for Reddit Memer, now putting Godspeed into the lead. Excuse me, Joe Biden Esports into the lead, as Godspeed are already waiting in the grand final for the winner of this match.
Back-to-back triples for Reddit Memer. Starting to find that rhythm, and sometimes that's all it's about. It's about that, just getting that rhythm, getting that momentum. You know, you get a couple of really good rounds in a row, and find yourself streaking. Able to just, you know, seemingly not able to miss a shot.
Coil is lining up a Sova arrow right now. I'm very curious to see where this goes. See if I switch over in time. No, I can't quite place it here. Oh, actually, location revealed by the Sona.
Yeah, he got it just outside the teleporter, so you're able to see A short, and kind of sometimes if they're a little bit slower, you can see people before they push up towards the bats.
Prepare for hell.
There's a Reddit thread out there right now on the VALORANT subreddit showing a lot of Sova arrow angles, but right now, Viper blocking that vision. You got Phoenix throwing out the flash as well. Grimmy Bear trying to take the blind shots, but he only has a Sheriff equipped here with the spike. They are starting to fall. Reddit Memer, another triple! He is popping off, and Vipe with the ultimate just makes it a flawless situation. Once again, that is now 4 defensive rounds in a row for Joe Biden Esports. Washed Up, trying to get it together here. Running out of opportunities. We will be switching sides after 2 more rounds, so they want to try and get
that was an economy round. That was an economy round for the side of Washed Up, so you know, again, you don't really expect to win those, and so they are now able to buy this round and should be all set to buy next round as well. And so they'll be good for the rest of the half. Both teams going to be able to do full buys for the final 2 rounds of the half.
Watching Grimmy Bear here, creeping forward. Got the drone out first. Raise with an op. Identified target here. Grimmy Bear still going to try to challenge this, it looks like. He's not too afraid. He does have still some Omen abilities he could try to make use of here to shut down that op. There, finally goes the blind, so Raise forced to back off. Gives him a little bit of footing. But the Raise rocket, still very powerful. Unnerved as of today. Midnight does actually manage to get that swing kill, and there's the rest of Washed Up stomping onto the point now. Back hauled part of the defenders, but a 3v3 situation quickly as Midnight scores his 3rd kill. 2 defenders remaining.
Oh, Reddit memer is able to find one. Makes it a 2v2.
Why can't I find Reddit memer's button? There he is. He's on 1. And it's still a 2v2 situation. That's kind of crazy from what we just saw.
Yeah. And Spike still has not been planted either, so nice job moving to get out of the recon. Recon does not reveal people through walls, except for 1 or 2 bugged ones that we're not going to talk about.
Oh no, they didn't realize he was there. They didn't get the hit marker because he was tucked perfectly into the corner. But Reddit memer another triple, and just stretching his knees right there at the end of the round. The defense now 5 rounds in a row. And
Reddit memer
14
absolutely
kills now,
taking off.
So usually in my public games, if someone does the tactical crouching, usually the first thing to come out is their KDR. But Reddit memer is topping the chart right now, so no excuses. They're just getting
you
lit
really
up every
can't
round.
complain when they get 3 triples in a row.
All right, no one outside of Baths, so defense actually hard committing to this angle. However, HNSM with the Raise op, finding another first frag. This time it's going to be Bohan going down on Cypher. Still a few players with the B split in mind, as they are outnumbered here. They're going to get surrounded. Reddit memer really trying to meme on them this time with the long flank, taking his POV now. As they push
double operators for the side of Joe Biden Esports.
Reddit memer creeping closer. He's going to see them in any second now, and has free heads to click. Well, there's one. He backs off. That's rough.
There they are. Shot done.
And I like that he immediately backs off so that they can't just turn around and try and push onto him, knowing. But now, all of a sudden, just like that, Washed Up clears out the site. Now it's a 1v1 as
Phoenix Molotov.
Yeah.
Clearing out Sage, trying to plant the spike there. But it does get planted. They've got plenty of time to defuse it. Reddit memer. So if you'll notice, some teams were actually handing off at the half because at the beginning of the closed beta, half of a defuse still gave you an ultimate point. So you could actually get 2 ultimate points out of it if you swap sides or swap players, but now that is not the case. I don't know when it changed, but we've seen it now pretty much confirmed. Only whoever finishes it gets the point, but still worth handing off to someone.
Yeah, I was going to say, you will still see some teams handing it off because of the fact that they, sometimes you just want to start it with one person just to get it started and save some time, and then give the person you want to give the to the second half of the defuse. And honestly, even just having the half defuses, I think is something that's really cool that you don't really see in any of the other games that have the sort of bomb planting mechanics. So I actually really like that you have that ability to bait out the diffuses a little bit more. You can kind of use and get off, still be able to win the round.
That's true. And this is the side split now, so I have updated our overlay with, wait, did we have a pause? What's going on here? Maybe had a disconnect on the defender side. What is happening? I can't see chat as a spectator, so no one has whispered me or anything on Discord yet. Maybe there's a ping issue. I still see 0 ping for everybody, so I just really can't tell what's going on.
Yeah.
Team? Game? Team?
It looks like everyone has stopped moving.
They are able to communicate with each other at least, so hopefully everything is above board there.
Oh, nope, they're moving again. Okay.
I'm getting a call. I have to take this, so I will leave you to it, Greg.
All right. Well, I have no information on what's going on. Great. I'll take a look at
Yo, I'm mid-cast right now.
what's going to be happening here. See if I can find something in the Discord.
All right, I have returned.
Oh, okay. That was a quick call.
I said I was mid-cast, so he said he'll text me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we have movement yet? Nope, still 43 seconds. I see, 5 players on both sides. Gentleman's pause? Tactical pause? Do. Not sure what's going on.
Try and reach out on Discord to them.
Yeah, let me ping over there.
I finally see. No, I haven't seen a single member of what would be washed up moving.
That's true.
Whereas I
saw
see
him shoot a couple
everyone
shots.
everyone on the other side has been. They did buy guns. I see at least one ghost purchased,
Okay, that's good.
but I'm not sure what's happening.
So washed up, wanted a pause. Their Discord died. Okay. Well, they can use mine. All right. Well, at least we know the reason why now. And Okay, so yeah, I just got some information about a cast I'm doing tomorrow. Also Valorant. That will be on Facebook Gaming. More information on my Twitter later. But we are just waiting for their comms at the moment. Doodle doodle doo. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us here for the first ever site fights. We do hope to do it every week, inviting back the winning teams, getting new challengers, things like that. Format could change. Could be a BO5 show match, could be a round robin. We had 4 teams this week, so decided to do a little mini double elim to see who is the strongest of these teams. Of course, the games have been very close up to this point. Now it's 8-4, favoring Joe Biden Esports, but switching sides obviously can have a big impact on those score lines. Whoop. I'm seeing some knife movement out of midnight.
Currently flying around the map, just looking at certain things and how they're done graphically.
Yeah.
And off in the distance, when you go way out, there's trees, like that are very clearly just part of the background, and they look flat in 2D. And if you go to the opposite side of them, they actually disappear entirely.
Now I'm inspired to fly around. Got that nice flying view. You can actually clip through walls as well. Haven't been using the free cam too much because honestly, seeing people's impressive shooting is usually pretty sweet. These guys obviously very skilled players. But free cam can be nice when there's a bunch of abilities launched all over a site as well.
It's much easier to utilize when you have, able to run 2 spectate clients into the same feed.
Totally. There's a lot of dead space in the center of this map, but I guess that's typical. I'm just looking at this crane in the center of the map in a very empty space.
Like how the crane is just kind of floating too if you go
Yeah.
down. It's not really attached to anything, but it's for appearances. No one can see inside there while
True.
spectate mode. But I also like how the reason I started flying around is a lot of times in games like this you'll see things that players wouldn't normally see but are still put in the map. And actually, right near the crane, there's like a little hallway that has like rubble down on the ground, but that's no one could ever possibly see it.
Just flying around. Still, again, waiting on comms for washed up. I see them starting to move now. It's interesting that you can pause the timer. It doesn't actually pause positioning.
Yeah. Huh. I found a little beach towel with a pillow and a bag and a plate out off in the distance.
Interesting.
Someone was having a little picnic.
So a lot of people did get some time out of bounds once the closed beta first started. So I bet they were able to discover lots of things. But they have fixed those for the most part. Alright, more players from Washed Up moving around. Only Cypher Bohan so far has not budged. Obviously, we want to get everyone at the same level here. Make sure their comms are working. Apologies for the delay to Godspeed and the viewers, but I'm sure it shouldn't be too much longer. Of course, there are other options besides Discord. If someone's having an issue, they can use a Zoom meeting. Cisco WebEx, Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, Roger Wilco.
I just found a building that only has 3 sides of it rendered.
I'm going down the river now.
Because the 4th side, it's way back behind the CT spawn. There's one of these towers, number 47. It only has 3 sides of it rendered. The back side just doesn't exist.
So the overhead view actually gives you a look at
That's
some
funny.
of the spots you can lob stuff through too. There's a
Yeah,
hole in top of
exactly.
showers.
It's also kind of cool because when you're behind this building, none of anything that's like blocked by that side that's not rendered is just completely see-through. But there is a front of the building, but if you're behind it, you don't see the front of the building. You see through it. It's interesting.
There's a lot of holes in the market rooftop. There's also a hole in the top of Hookah. It's very
It's
interesting.
all 3 of these towers.
The
All
map-
3 of these towers back here are missing backs.
The map design just lets you throw stuff all over the place.
Yeah, especially I know this map has a lot of talking a little bit about the Reddit thread for Sova arrows. I know it's also a very popular YouTube video right now. Is someone who was looking for Sova. There is a lot of options for things for, and this map is a very popular one because over by markets you can shoot arrows up through the planks and get them to land on a site.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those kind of spots that you can just shoot those Sova arrows up through the top of the map and get it to land where you want it.
Now I'm just getting up close and personal with all the various characters.
There's a
Bohan
big-
just knifed me.
There's a big hole right above showers.
Yeah, that one I have seen actually used for Sage slow orbs. You can toss out of there and try to hit like U-Haul, for example, or Heaven without showing yourself. I need to play some more Sage. I think I've only played one time as Sage, but that's a support-heavy role, and I'm not even good enough with the attackers yet. Hopefully this gets cleared up any moment now. Momentum obviously killed for the side of Joe Biden Esports, winning 5 rounds in a row, but now switching sides and having to sit around.
Map, there's interesting things too. For instance, that container on B site actually has like a whole little underground rendered beneath it.
That makes sense. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a whole ladder and... Interesting. There's a lot down there. Oh, you can look down through it. That's why. It's because when you're actually on the crate, you can see...
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty neat. All right,
Max
we're done.
load, 5,000 pounds. Oh, it is an elevator.
Done looking at the map. Come on, guys. Let's shoot each other. Still got some rounds to play here. Ah! Every time I get close to one, they stab me. Omen actually has, like,
distance.
Shadows
Gotta be
coming
6 feet away.
out of his mummy wrappings. I wonder what Omen's lore is. Is he from the Shadow Isles? Guys, you can use in-game comms too. You can have mic always on. Oh, I see people moving now. But where? Oh, yep. Oh, timer started.
Let's go.
Let's go. We in there. Okay, resuming our lower final match here. It's 8-4 in favor of Joe Biden Esports. We've just swapped sides, so I will take the position of Magic R1 on Phoenix. He's already got a Molotov out, looking like he wants to chuck it into Hookah. And he's actually motioning with his body to his Sage who's standing next to him here. It looks like they're going to try and do...
I'm watching Coil right now, because Coil's just aimed up at the sky with an arrow. So I'm really curious as to where that's going to go. It looks like it's going to be aimed towards B site.
And yeah, Nixie, it was in fact a Discord issue, but that's okay. Looks like we're wrapped up now. Thankfully, Greg and I are still connected. And Hookah moving on in. Flash goes out. They try to get the 2v1, but Fitz still finds that first kill. It's a trade as expected, and Magic R1 now looking onto the site. Going to get blocked by vision from Brimstone and Omen. Bohan finds a kill elsewhere, and suddenly it's a 4v3 advantage for the defenders. And all the numbers are mixed up and jumbled because we swapped sides. And Midnight does score another kill there. Viper on the offense has the spike, but is all alone. Trying to figure out a route from here. Only 10 health remaining. Does go down. Midnight scoring multiple kills there.
And Midnight picking up 2 for himself. Doing a good job holding that site as well. Just kind of sitting inside of... made the rotate over early from A and then helped hold it with Bohan, who was there from the...
Okay, now that we're back in action, no pauses this round. 8-5 for Joe Biden Esports. Obviously, they're going to be outgunned this time around, hanging on to the bulk of their credits, not going spend crazy to try to keep up. We'll see now. Midnight, yeah, with the Marshall playing A Heaven. Still a one-shot headshot, not a one-shot body shot like the off, but here we go. Swing and miss. Swing and miss number 2. Swing and miss number 3. There's a kill. We knew we'd get one eventually. And so far it is a 4v3 favor of the defense. Oh, look at that though. Vibe baited him with the orb. Still got that kill. Bohan, Vetor also getting on the board now. And suddenly it's just... Raze, HNSM, with a classic, trying to take a site by himself here.
1v3 against a... well, it doesn't even matter what he's against because he gets dropped. And that is going to be back-to-back rounds here for side of Washed Up on their defense side, which, again, when you win the first round, you expect to win at least the second round as well. And now this third round, this is where things get dicey because you can get another win here. You can really stifle your opponent's economy, but you're also still at risk of your economy getting shut down as well.
Watching Coil again, just arrow toward the sky here, pointed at the top of that tower. I'm gonna try to grab the
Revealing area.
opponent's view. Oh, it lands and actually exposes Heaven and behind the U-Haul
Revealing
vehicle,
area.
so that's a pretty cool spot. Otherwise, though, still kind of slow pushing up here. The attackers look like they want to do an ace split. Midnight with the first kill onto Reddit Memer. Magic trying to move forward through the smoke here. They have been shooting blindly through smoke. Sometimes you'll get kills that way. Satchel charge goes out, but HNSM finds a kill on Grimmy Bear in the end to make it 4v4. They're going to stomp onto A now. Another quick kill onto PFIT and U-Haul. Midnight grabs another for himself, keeping it 3v3.
Yeah, Midnight was just holding that showers angle.
Magic lurking around. Bohan finds him from the side with that SMG. Midnight does finally go down right as I take his view, but it is a 2v1 now for the defenders against that solitary Vipe. Toxin's going up, but Spike not in hand. Risky play pushing through your own Viper wall there. Bohan just lying in wait on the other side. That's going to be 3 defensive rounds in a row now to get things back under control. It was 8-5. Excuse me, it was 8-4. Now 8-7. So definitely about to tie things up if the attackers can't get something going here.
Likely not going to because they lost that 3rd round in a row, they once again have to save. As you can see, their credits at about 3,000 for just about everyone, enough for a gun and armor. So they're just going to stick to the pistols, buy some ghosts, maybe a couple sheriffs, and try and just make the best of it.
All right, watching the hookah attackers here, dropping a pink grenade into the backside, but that is not where Sage is currently. He's actually on the other side on top of the wall. PFIT gets Reddit Memer right off the bat. As a result, they're going to move forward, try to 2v1. Obviously, that thing's evens things up. It's Rocket is out to back of sight, but does not score a kill. Maybe got a little bit of damage onto Cypher, but man, look at that. Defenders still getting the better exchanges each time, and that is because of that superior firepower. 3 players to 1 now. Vipe once more being the last person standing. Location was revealed, though. Has to hit those long-range sheriff shots. Not going to be the case, as he gets pretty much zoned out, pinned inside these back halls.
Yeah, it's gonna try and at least make a play, maybe get a kill. See if you can deny a little bit of economy from, because your chances of winning this are extremely low, especially now with 86 health and no armor.
Toxins going up.
Toxins going up again. Doesn't quite work like Phoenix. Can't heal himself with the toxins, but doesn't lose any health from it, and that is going to be the round as expected, going the way of Washed Up. So now the econ game comes into play again. We're going to be back on even footing now with the attackers. 5k plus credits across the board being used on some Phantoms and Vandals. 8-8 is the scoreline now, though, so not really surprised to see them tie things up. Obviously, very evenly skilled. Both Godspeed, Joe Biden Esports, and Washed Up have been keeping these matches very, very close. Cap No Cap unfortunately fell, I believe it was 13-3 and 13-4, but again, short notice. Big thanks to Dalton and his team for joining us here for this first cup. And as Grimmy Bear launches out the Void Smokes, there's actually nobody there. We're going to switch over now to Hookah, where Sage and Cypher have been trying to hold B. The Sage wall obviously does delay them. They're expecting Sage to be on top of those boxes, but not going to be the case here, as she has already fallen back to the point. So it's going to be Raze, actually, HNSM with the op, trying to spot out and try and get that first frag quickly if he can. Omen, though, defensive placement there, blocking that entrance.
And now with a couple of people rotating over, they still have 2 holding A, but now they're going to hear all these shots and they're going to start to move over soon, you'd have to think.
Reddit Memer launches out into slow. HNSM Coil pounce from the B entrance. That quick off kill, and man, close range Sage on Sage violence. Reddit Memer finds PFIT and gets that plant. So finally, Joe Biden Esports with the slow and steady push, splitting
My
B.
ultimate is ready.
look like they should have this round wrapped up. It is, of course, up to Vetor to try and make something happen. Midnight lurking around the other side through markets is going to take probably too long to be able to affect this. Vetor just lying in wait, finds that first frag, though.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to try and push and take that site back. 2v5, well, 2v4 now, but with, like you mentioned, not a whole lot of time left, so they do just back off, look for some angles, see if they can get an exit frag or two. The only chance of that's going to be over here on Midnight.
Currently just...
Actually, no.
Oh, backing off, but Vipe just pushes through the teleporter. Nah, they're going to avoid each other. Sova, excuse me. I keep saying Sona like sonar. But Sova also just hanging back. They managed to save their weapons. However, again, that does break a streak of losses now for Washed Up. Puts them back in the advantage, 9-8. As, excuse me, Joe Biden Esports pushing back into the lead. They had 8-4, now it's 9-8. So defenders have been doing a great job here. Again, you would expect defense to have slightly favored odds just because they're able to hold angles a little bit better. So it comes down to that ability usage most of the time and strength in numbers on the side of these hackers. They're going to try a B split once again here.
I do want to quickly point out how important them saving those two weapons were, because they were able to buy guns for their teammates. So if they had both dropped there, they would not be able to have a full buy this round. They would have had to do an econ or at least a half buy. So very important to get those two saves.
All right, Phoenix ultimate is out. Magic R1 scores 1 kill with it, and of course does go down, but that's the value of that ultimate. Magic back in hookah now. Midnight finds a kill for himself, but he's in a tough spot now. Reddit Memer takes him down. Magic still falls to Grimmy Bear in a 2v1 situation. Spike is not planted. They saw Omen in this back hallway, so HNSM playing patiently with the op from hookah. The short-range teleport, though, throws him off. HNSM didn't realize it, and Grimmy Bear gets both kills and the defuse. Hero play from the side of Grimmy Bear and Washed Up. Multiple kills there and the clutch.
Play by Grimmy Bear, and one of the reasons why I think Phantom or Omen is actually going to be seeing a lot of competitive play going forward is because you can make those short-range teleports. You can just change up where you are. Like, your opponents know, like, they knew he was back halls. They positioned for him to be back halls. He makes the teleport out and is able to pick both of them off because they just weren't able to adapt to where he had moved to. You can also set up, like, when you're trying to push a long site or something, you can jump across where your opponent is going to be holding, and so you can come at them from a slightly different angle, and that little bit, just that little bit of a time is all you need to be able to be the one that gets the shot off first.
All right, I'm watching them with the B split once again. This is, you know, a repeat of the last couple of rounds for Joe Biden Esports, trying to push through that Sage Wall together. Cypher Trap also messing with them a little bit. Slow Orb slowing them all because it does spread when it touches walls, and the flash goes out from Phoenix, but they don't attempt to push out from it while they're slowed down. So this is actually going to be a bloodbath here at Site B, as the defenders have plenty of time, and Brimstone going to trap them. We've got Sova popping his ultimate, and actually Vipe and Magic find the first kills in the round. Another Sova ult from the other side. Grimmy Bear with the op finds a kill. HNSM still standing inside hookah, but does go down with the spike. 2v2 situation now. PFIT making it a 2v1. Oh.
Midnight gets tagged. So PFIT on 4 health, though.
Revealing area.
Of course, we'll be able to get that heal up eventually.
Also committed the res to make it a 3v1 now, and suddenly it's just Vipe on the other side.
They know where she is.
Yep.
Yep, that's an easy pickup. Once you get that information, it's very, very easy to just realize that kill. And just like that, 10-9. This half started with a huge lead for the side of Joe Biden Esports, and it has completely disappeared and been eclipsed by Washed Up.
And it's making every round so tense now because, again, Reddit Memer and company down to their pistols and armor for another econ round. Things are slipping away with only 1 successful attack so far. And watching Magic R1 again, I mean, this is just history repeating itself here. They know Sage is going to be in hookah, but they are splitting it up a little bit this time. Reddit Memer knew he was there. Still can't get the Sheriff off in time. P-Stick grabs that first kill. HNSM trading with him. This could be the opportunity, if any, to try to switch back to A site. However, Midnight not being shaken from the site. There are 3 at A short right now. Ray's still distracting at B site with that rocket. Does not get any value from it, but they are continuing to rotate on defense, which means site A will be opened up. They don't realize it, though. They don't realize the open door that they have, and it's still this 4v4 situation. Sova now pushing back into heaven.
Yeah, has 20 seconds until he can use that recon arrow again. Is not going to be able to just throw that out and get information just yet, but they can hear the shots coming through. He just heard that operator get fired off, so actually that was actually his teammate, so I believe Omen saw someone.
Ooh, this is the fun time now with Vipe using the ultimate. I'm going to take Vipe's POV just because it is pretty wacky watching them find the auras of enemies as they enter. And you can keep an eye on the minimap as well to see that the defenders are all on the opposite side of the spike. They're going to have to push through this giant cloud of toxins, and they're coming through U-Haul right now. Bohan gets the first kill, but Magic just lights up the 2 defenders. Grimmy Bear finds an up kill on HNSM, and the Sheriff can't get it done. Still 1v1 though. Phoenix versus Sova. Phoenix takes it and evens things up 10-10. Ridiculous round there. Spike is going to possibly not explode. Nope, not enough time. So Magic saves the day there off the back of the Viper ultimate.
And again, another big round for the attackers to, just for economy's sake, being able to stabilize their economy and now put the put Joe Biden Esports in a position, or sorry, put Washed Up in a position where if they lose this round, they're going to have really struggle to be able to buy up. Most of them won't be able to. So this is going to be a huge round for the side of Joe Biden Esports if they can find a win here.
And it's starting off with a B split again. They know exactly what to expect. Nothing has changed. They're still playing 3A. Of course, they do have that teleporter availability and Omen teleports, things like that, to help them get to B in a pinch. So it does make sense still to play 3 and 2. However, Phoenix going to use his ultimate at A short. Will he find anything for it? No, he's actually going to get set back to his original position very quickly. At least he does gain that information. Spike still in market right now, so very slow attack here from Joe Biden Esports. Reddit Memer hanging on to Hookah. Brimstone Smoke going to slow them down as well, but it looks like they are going to commit to B here.
Again, just that little bit of information, though. You know, Phoenix used the ultimate, went out, got killed by Omen, and that just that movement alone forces Omen to have to stay on A site just in case they're still there mid, and now the entire team pushing in on.
As they march onto the point here, PFIT trades. So no sages in play on either side. Bohan finds the raise as well. Spike is planted. Cypher uses his ultimate, and that is going to give the edge to the defenders. 3 against 1 right now. Coil tried his best, got a triple over the course of that round, but so did Bohan. And excellent use of the Cypher ultimate to keep them in that lead, 11-10 now.
Yeah, as soon as that Cypher ult went down, you just heard the gunshots start. Now they know where they are in terms of what walls they're behind, and you get damage through those walls, and they were able to find themselves those kills very quickly. So, like you mentioned, just great heads-up awareness, using that ult in the right time, and we'll do the rest of the team being able to take that information and immediately capital.
So the econ's kind of all over the place right now as multiple people dying every round, but for the most part, most of the players in the game still have their ARs. There's only one SMG in play here, and that's on HNSM, who does have other lethal abilities. Magic R1, though, finding the first kill. That's actually great for them. They have not pushed A very hard in a lot of rounds in a row, so Phoenix, with that strong start, is going to be able to push all the way through U-Haul. He knows there's somebody on the other side, but can't find exactly where.
All their money on this round to get that Guardian and just immediately drop. They're not going to have any money for the next round. We'll need to rely on teammates if they win this.
Nowhere to run!
Midnight trying to get these long-range kills. Actually takes a big chunk of damage from the Sova ultimate. He's only got 6 health remaining. Spike is planted right now. Vetor and PFIT, though, on the board. That's 4 kills to 2. 4 remaining, excuse me. HNS tries to bring it back a little bit with the raise. There's another from Coil. 2v1 now for the defenders, but they each have single-digit health. Raise is nowhere near the spike. That's going to be a full defuse.
What had to have been a misstep. HNS went through the teleporter. I didn't actually see it. I wasn't on them when but it had to have just been accidentally stepping just a little bit too far to the side while strafe back and forth or back up and goes through the teleporter and allows basically free defuse to come.
All right, it is now match point for Washed Up. They're trying to get their rematch against Godspeed, who they are pretty salty against because it came down to a 13-12 after waiting 45 minutes for them to finish another tournament. So storylines, ladies and gentlemen. But Washed Up looking to close the door here on Joe Biden Esports, who did not lose a map in Monday's 64-team tournament. So big change of fortune here unless they can bring it back right now. You got HNS actually hopping up on top of the Sage while they know Sage and Cypher have been holding B every time. Cypher, of course, does have a trap and tripwire loaded up. The rotation is there from the defenders. Ray is actually backing out now. Might head Market Way to see if A has cleared out, but the fact is the spike is B long. They do have the teleporter available.
Good information gained by Midnight. Long-range Sova arrow threw it from behind A and was able to get some information on where people were over by Hookah.
I'm watching Vipe's POV. Molly lands nearby but is not a threat. He's waiting for the call out from Raze to see if he should take the teleport or not. And Raze so far has not yet pushed through Bath. You can see the defenders now looping back through CT all the way to Heaven as well. So B site is actually opened up. If they want to commit this 4v2, they could make a move. Only a Bulldog here for Vipe, but another Sage Slow Orb, and Midnight finds that kill on Raze. Raze was solo A, but the fact is they don't know that as defenders, and that is going to be the attacker's cue to move in and try for their final attempt here at a 4v5 disadvantage. And Brimstone ult shakes him. Watching Midnight POV here, throwing out the shock darts. Magic R1 finds 2 kills. The spike is planted. Vetor and Midnight both get a couple kills, but it's the defenders getting the final cleanup, and that is going to be PFit and Midnight marching over to the defuse. They're going to take it 13-10 after being down 8-4. They had an incredible run of defensive rounds there and are able to move on to our grand final for the rematch against Godspeed.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from them on defense. And you mentioned that defense generally seems to have the advantage in the cups that are happening, and it comes through in spades right there for the side of Washed Up. And hey, they get their run back. They called it earlier in the tournament. They will see you in the finals, and now they're going to get their opportunity to get that rematch against Godspeed.